What's up, everybody? Thank you for checking out the show. This podcast was filmed exclusively for odds.com. Make sure you click the link below. Go check out the full replay on odds.com as we break down UFC Fight Island 8. Blackouts for our very first fight of the night. You all know what that means. Victoria Leonardo taking on Manon Fiorot? I'm not sure exactly how you pronounce that. Fiorot, I believe. Anyway, Victoria goes by Fury. I like this chick. She wears the rash guard that's all DBZ style with the Goku gi and stuff like that. Big fan. I love my nerdy women MMA fighters. She is aggressive. She storms forward. She uses underhooks really, really well. She's very physically strong. Works the clinch knees inside. Great sprawl. She's got really strong hips. She is a BJJ purple belt and a good get-up game. The only problem with Victoria is she is extremely hittable. She walks forward and wings wild shots, and she doesn't do a damn thing for her chin. Someone is absolutely going to make her pay for that sooner rather than later. Manon on the flip side of this thing, 5-1, UFC debutante here. She has a nice sideways karate fighting stance, very fast, accurate hands. She likes to throw side kicks. She likes to chop up that lead leg. She flurries when she gets her opponent pinned up against the fence. And this chick's got some killer instinct on her. She is mean. She likes to bully people up against the cage, and she mixes in takedowns. Nice timing on her level changes. And when she gets you on bottom, she is so heavy on top. She knows how to use that top game, wear you down. And you know what? She looks like she's very inexperienced. 5-1 coming in here. She has seven amateur and exhibition MMA fights. So she is not nearly as outgunned in the experience edge as you might think. In fact, she might be the one with the experience edge here. So with this line, I thought I was onto something. I absolutely thought I was onto something. Unfortunately, I was a little behind on my research. I was late to the party, and because of that, I missed out. They opened this lineup with Manon as a plus 115 underdog. I would have smashed Manon as a plus 115 underdog. Victoria Leonardo is just not clean and crisp enough. I think Manon is going to piece her apart on the feet. I think the cleaner striking, the range, the distance, the control, that's what Manon does really, really well. And I think because of the wild blitz attacks where she has no regard for her personal safety of Victoria, I think Manon's going to take advantage of that. And this chick hits hard. She's a finisher. She is more than capable of putting her opponent away. And just earlier this year in February, we saw Victoria get overpowered by another woman. We saw her get out-grappled, out-controlled, and what that did is it completely drained her gas tank. As soon as she got tired, she was not the same fighter. She got head-kicked and she got flatline KO'd. I would not be surprised whatsoever if Manon was able to do the same thing here. I think she's going to give Victoria problems when it comes to the grappling, the physical strength, and then if this thing gets to the floor, I think Manon's probably going to be able to secure top position and just wear her out. I think Manon is the rightful favorite. And if you got on this thing early, if you got that plus 115, if you got even better than, even a little worse than that, minus 120, minus 125, something like that, I think she's absolutely the right size. But those of you who watch the show regularly, we talked to Gianni the Greek last week. We learned some lessons. We got some notes in our little notebooks, things that we can do better. And what we learned is it's all about that price tag. I don't want to lay minus 165 on Manon. I mean, this is women's MMA first and foremost. We know how volatile it can be. We know anything can happen. And then on top of that, Victoria at least has fought on the Contender Series. She's fought in the UFC. Even though Manon looks like she's the better fighter, she looks like she's got the tools to do it. Laying minus 165 on a debuting fighter, not for me. This one's going to end up being fireball and pass, but I really think Manon does have what it takes to win this fight. So if you're one of those people that throws value out the window and you just want a winner, I'd be picking Manon. That's the way I'd be looking here. That's the way I'd be looking. All right, we got 63 live viewers hanging out with me this evening. Those are rookie numbers. We got to pump those numbers up. I can't expect too much. It's national championship college football weekend. Can't expect a ton here. So I totally understand. But as we get the UFC rolling again, we got to get these live show numbers back up where they were, crushing those 300 live viewing type of numbers. That's where we need to be.